So I gotta admit, going back in and playing Forza Horizon 1, I honestly had a question on my mind, or I guess you could say a few of them, but one of which though I was like, you know what, how does this game hold up to today's standards? Because we all do know this game came out almost 14 years ago, so it's obviously the oldest game in the franchise, and well, it's kind of a pretty old game in general now if we think about it, which kind of makes me laugh because you all know what's going to happen in 2040. Will probably be like, you all remember Forza Horizon 6? It's probably going to happen, dude. I can see it. But one thing I really thought about with this, though, is if you were to load up Forza Horizon 1 in 2026, like, what do you think would immediately stand out to you in this game compared to what we normally see in today's games, which could this game really stand up against those? And to be honest, guys, after putting around 40 hours into Forza Horizon 1, I can honestly confidently say if you were to boot up this game in 2026, you're not only going to feel the intro, especially if you are returning to it, like, if you played the game in the past, but if you're new, like me, you would not only feel the vibe in the entire menu, the presentation of the game, bro. I'm serious, it would probably be like, whoa, this is already different, and I can already feel how this game will end up being before I'm barely even jumping into it. I mean, heck, bro, I kind of felt this way a little bit when I literally booted the game up and did the intro. I was like, wow, this already feels different. Like, loading into Colorado with the festival vibe, man, it just hits you so dang hard in this game. And I feel like a lot of players can argue that even to this day, I'm about to say this, might end up having one of the best festival settings out of any of the games. Do let me know your thoughts on that, by the way, guys. And also, apparently, I think it's called Forza, is something I was noticing online. Heard a few people saying it like AR-12 and all that, and I looked into it, and yeah, it's apparently called Forza. So I've been saying this wrong the entire time, and I'll try to train my brain in order to do that. But a few of the things you might end up really noticing in this game, because obviously, like, how does it hold up here in 2026, right? Well, how does the game feel overall? Could it actually hold up? And to be honest, guys, the sense of speed in Forza Horizon 1 is fantastic, dude. I love it. I really do like the way the cars feel, and cockpit view is absolutely insane, which you guys probably did end up seeing my video on that. I'll leave a tag on the screen for that so you can check it out. But going fast in this game with the cockpit view is absolutely wild. No other Forza game has done something like that before, which I feel like it could work, but also maybe not that insane. And then obviously the overall, like, third-person view sense of speed still looks great. And I was kind of amazed, though, because in Forza Horizon 1, guys, the weight of the cars were kind of surprising to me too, man. I was kind of thinking they weren't going to feel that great because, again, it's the first game in the franchise, man. Normally when you look at the first game in a franchise, you could see some hiccups and issues and, some things you may not like about it, whether that's how the cars handle, that's how they feel, that's how they look. And one thing that really shocked me, though, is I really couldn't find issues, man. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of shocking to me because you would probably expect that, but it wasn't a thing in this game. One of the other parts you'd probably think about when you are wondering if a game could hold up in today's standards is probably the overall atmosphere and the identity of it, guys. And let's be real, I did obviously talk about this in the atmosphere video, but we gotta really say it. This game does feel so dang great for its time, bro. I love the coloring of it. The entire overall map design in this game was just absolutely amazing. Now, if the game was in 60 frames a second, I'm sure that most likely will be an argument to people. But you know what, dude? If this game was having that updated thing added to it, bro, I bet you people would jump on just to experience it. But to be honest, though, the 30 frames a second with today's standards, man, really didn't bother me that much because I was kind of just enjoying the racing either way. I understood that this game wasn't brand new, right? And that's kind of something I was going, okay, well, remember, Blocked, this game is not new, bro, so it's probably not going to have the best frame rate or something like that compared to a new game. But to be honest, it fits it just fine. At least I think it does, and it kind of fits the identity of the game itself because the overall atmosphere, guys, fitted with the entire festival vibe of this game compared to how, like, a modern Horizon game is. It's honestly kind of better than Forza Horizon 5, man. I really do think it does. And that's someone who has played every single game so far, exploring the map in every single one, finding different things, playing through the story, quote unquote, in Forza. See, I said it right that time. It's kind of something I was also wondering about, though, because we can all agree, though, every single game obviously takes a leap forward with different things. That's something I'm not judging. In fact, I love it. How every single game kind of added something new or different to the entire pamphlet, I guess you could say. And even Forza Horizon 6 is doing that and also taking things from the older games like Forza Horizon 1. So I feel like that is probably a huge W. And speaking of that, it kind of reminds me of the other part I really did love about this game is, to be honest, guys, it aged so dang well. You know what? That was honestly a concern of mine. I was going into this game knowing that everyone said this game had the best progression system ever. The overall vibe of it is amazing. You know, you're going to love it, dude. It's the best game ever. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, we'll see about that, bro. And you know what, dude? I could jump in and confidently say people are right. Like, they really are. This game not only did age well, but everything in it also kind of aged well on top of it, bro. I mean, people are still requesting the progression system from this game in newer racing games in general. Isn't that kind of wild, bro? The way this game was structured. That should tell y'all something. And now, of course, we are finally getting that back in Forza Horizon 6, which is super exciting to me. I'm very happy about that. And we all can probably know why on that, because a lot of people wanted the entire wristband thing to come back, or the overall, hey bro, you're racing a Lambo 10 minutes into the game, well guess what, now you can race it, but you can't go do the races with it, which is something I really did like about Forza Horizon 1, and now we'll finally see that in 6 again, bro. It is something that players have wanted. You know what, it holds up super well today, because a lot of players playing this game go, oh yeah, bro, that's what progression feels like, or that's what it's like to start from the bottom, win a bunch of dope cars, earn them, make money, upgrade them, jump in, do the races. Oh, well, this race here requires a Ferrari, let me go buy that car. Or you can go do the other head-to-head race and win a Ferrari, or the showcase event, do it, jump in, and progress through the game that way, man. And it's the kind of thing that, yeah, you'd be like, yep, this is what I'm looking for. Now, I will also say here, to be 100% real with y'all, if I was to say one thing that might be outdated with this game, and I probably could say a lot of players would most likely agree, or at least argue the fact anyway, is if you jump into this game, you'll most likely notice a way smaller vehicle count compared to the newer Forzas, right? I mean, that's probably a pretty obvious thing. But what's funny, though, is you'll also find cars in this game, as you guys probably saw the unique car video I did, to where you don't see any of those cars in any of the Forza Horizon games that have come out. Wait. Forza, that's going to take a little while. But either way, though, I was like, oh, look, we got the Gumpert Apollo. The Lexus ISF is in this game, which I know that car also appeared. We have the Genesis Coupe, bro. What in the world? So you may have a lower vehicle count, but at least you have some unique cars in there that haven't shown up, even in modern racing games. So there, it can easily hold up against what we do see in the newer racing games, which is honestly, bro, another W if you ask me. And you know what, though? One question I would say many players might end up maybe asking is this game really worth playing in 2026? Or, you know, who is this game actually for, even if you were to play it nowadays? And to be honest, guys, whether you're let's say, a Forza veteran, let's say you've played every single game, you haven't played them in like 7 or 8 years or something, or you might end up being a brand new player, you know, like me, or you could be a super hardcore, you know, Forza fan, let's say, or something like that. And again, Forza, this is going to take me a little while, bro. But to be 100% real, though, as a brand new player from my perspective, I can honestly recommend this game to literally anybody looking to play something different in today's world of how racing games are, bro. Because this game really will give you that entire feeling, man. I mean, it will pretty much hit you in every direction you're looking for. If you're looking for a new experience or something different, you're tired of how the newer games are, you wanted to go back in time, and guess what? You would have a wonderful time playing this game. It'll most likely bring back memories from that time as well, even if you didn't play it, because it was even hitting memories with me, man. Just playing this game a little bit and going, yo, 2012, man, I remember that, and you start thinking about different things. It really does hit you. But the other side of it is, if you are, let's say, a hardcore player, aka someone who has played Forza for a long time, and you're like, yo, you know what, let me go back into Forza Horizon 1, dude, you're still going to have a great time. Like, I really don't think you can have a bad time in this game if you jumped on it. It's just, when you jump in, you start from zero like that. You have to go get all these vehicles, earn everything, have fun. You feel the festival vibe, the atmosphere. You're in Colorado, which is awesome by itself. I would personally not mind going to one state again for another racing game, if y'all know what I'm saying. Maybe it's possible in a future one. I don't know. But going to something like Colorado, seeing how the entire festival is like almost basically designed in the map itself to make it feel like you're there, then the overall structure of getting the cars, leveling them up, finding different things around the map, doing the events, head-to-head races, showcases, bro, it all still basically hits you regardless if you played Forza before, because you'll jump in and go, oh yeah, this is the game that truly started it all, and even today, it holds up against basically any modern racing game. Now, can you argue that maybe the graphics look a tad outdated in some places? 100%, man. That's without a doubt in my mind. You can probably say that, but you know what? For me, it has like a classic look to it, and I've been kind of playing older games a lot, so it hasn't really bothered me. Now, if you're kind of used to the newer games, again, being at 60 frames a second, or, maybe you're used to how newer games look, then yeah, this game might be like, oh man, I can't play this with the frame rate and all that stuff. But you know what? I do understand that. That could probably be an argument there with how this game is older. But then again, though, it's kind of like a classic type of game at this point, and you'd probably have to deal with that stuff even if you play the older games. But hey, fun factors there, am I right? Overall, though, guys, do let me know your thoughts on Forza Horizon 6 in the comments below. How do you guys think this game holds up in 2026? Have you played it, or have you never played this game? Do you want to? Let me know in the comments below, because I really do feel like even today, with this game coming up to 14 years old, man, it still holds up to today's standards in so many different ways. And I mean, heck, people still want design aspects from this game and newer ones, which should honestly tell you everything you need to know.